So what's up, serial learners? Welcome back to the crazy video. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you 10 secret tips that can literally change your environment render in Blender, and all of the tips are pretty easy, and I'm gonna explain word by word. And I hope you learned something from this video. And if you do, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So let's get straight into the video. So the number one tip is duplicate objects and make them different. So I'm gonna show you some of the renders that are created by experts and really cool Blender artists. So as you can see, this art is created by Max Hay, one of the best artists and YouTuber, and one of my favorite artists in Blender. So the main thing in this render are these buildings over here, and you can see all the buildings are just the same. Me personally, the Blender environment creator, can tell that these buildings are duplicated, not really the same, not the same, but these are duplicated. And you can also duplicate a building and make it a little bit different and put that building in any other angle or any other side, and that will be really good thing to add detail in your Blender renders. And some of you guys might have seen my videos that I also duplicate buildings and make that building different, and that will be easy for me, and I don't have to recreate everything, mold this, and I can just use one building and duplicate that and add detail in my renders. So moving to the next part, on number two, we got camera angle. So talking about this part, some of the beginners and starters don't really think about this part, the camera angle. And so me personally, I can say that this camera angle part is one of the most important part to create environment renders. So this is one more render created by Max Hay, and you can see that the camera angle just change your whole render. Like, you can use your phone and practice by going outside and take some pictures at different angles, and you'll learn about the best angles for your renders, and believe me, that will really help you and improve your renders. So moving to the number three, we got dark environment renders. So dark render can easily change your environment renders and improve your Blender skills. I'm not talking about the really dark and worst environment that just darkness everywhere and just one thing in the middle. No, that's not a really good environment. I don't really like that. I'm talking about this darkness, and not really dark, but also giving you some dark vibes. Like, look at this render. Like, this render got like spotlight or maybe sunlight, I don't know. But look at the other sides. Like, we got darkness here everywhere, but just light in the middle. That's really cool thing to make your renders really cool and improve your Blender skills. So that's a really good tip to increase your Blender skills and make your render really good and add more detail. So moving to the number four, we got side lights. So this tip is one of the most popular that literally, like, mostly every Blender environment artist use for adding more detail. So me personally, I love these type of render. Like, I create this one here, and like I create a lot of environments with like side lights, and that give you a really cool look and increase your detail. So moving to the number five, we got get assets or objects from somewhere. So some of the people might be thinking that that's copy and that's that, but that is just for adding a little bit more detail in your scene. Like, you can add trees, you can add buildings, you can add some rocks. Like, who can tell that this rock is copied, this tree is copied? Like, if you had like statues or maybe some characters, like, people can say, oh, this is that character, this is this character. But rocks, trees, for adding just a little bit more detail, you can use assets from anywhere else. Like I have this example over here. Like, I downloaded it for free. This is literally just free. Like, everything is free. Like, you can look at this rock. Like, you can add more rocks in your scene and make it more detailed, like these fallen tree log, and you can add like any of these and make your scene better and detailed. And you can actually sign in here. You can sign in with Epic Games account. If you need like everything for free, you have to sign in with Epic Games account over here, and that will help you make your scene way more detailed and better. Moving to the next part, we got free shaders and textures. So just like free objects or assets, this is just the same as that. You can easily use image texture or maybe any other texture or maybe material. Like you can go to this website over here called textures.com, and this website is almost free. If you want textures that are like 8K or like 16K, you have to pay a little bit, but you can just get your 2K texture and make that better than even better than 8K by adding noise texture in that, and like UV map. You can use UV map and scale that from there. That's the advantage of learning Blender, that you can just literally change that blurry and bad texture to a really good and detailed texture, like just like this render over here. Look at the detail of the landscape or maybe the surface. That was a 2K texture I downloaded from textures.com. You can watch my videos if you want to learn how to do that. The videos will be linked in description and you can check out the videos. So moving to the number 7, we got add water or glass objects. So this tip can really like 90% of your environments, if you add water in that can change your environment and make it really cool. Just like example over here, you can see if there was no water, the render might be not looking very cool like it's looking right now. And for making water material is the easiest material you can make. Just an example for you guys, like I added a plane here. Now I want to add a water material here. Go to shader editor, add new, just decrease the roughness, increase the transmission, just add a musgrave texture in that, add that thing over here, and add a bump node, plug the height into height and normal into normal. You can see we're getting a terrible detail, and I'm gonna increase the scale to maybe 300 and decrease the strength just like that. Few more nodes, add a mix shader, plug it over here, add a light path, that'll really help you, and add a transparent BSDF, plug that into shader, and plug the is glossy ray into factor, and you can see we just created really cool water. So water can add really good detail in your scene and make it more detail and make it better and better. And moving to the number 8, we got add volume or fog. This is one of the best tip, believe me or not. This is one of the best tip that can increase your blender detail or maybe environment detail, that can literally change your renders. Just like over here, you can see with fog or volume, we got the light rays over here and it's looking really cool. And if this was without volume or fog, the light was literally really bad and not giving you really cool look. And like over here, you can see we got, I'm gonna zoom in and you can see we got really cool light rays over here. That's just because volume or fog. So to add volume or fog into your scene, just add a cube and scale it up and fill the whole scene. Go to shader editor, go to shader editor, press new and delete the principal BSDF and add a volume scatter texture and plug that into volume. And you can increase or decrease the strength of the volume or fog, and that will really help you increasing detail in your scene and make it better. So moving to number 9, we got add spotlight instead of sunlight. So spotlight is one of the best light for environments, so increasing detail and adding light rays, just like this render from MVA. So you guys might be wondering that that is a sunlight coming from the top, but no, that is not a sunlight. That is a spotlight added on the top, and that's giving a little bit more rays and giving you a really cool look in your render. So adding spotlight is not hard at all. You just have to press Shift A and go to lights and add a spotlight, and you can adjust the angles and rotate that and move that anywhere you want and increase the detail, and that thing can really increase the detail of your scene and make that better and better. So moving to number 10, keep creating and learn new things in Blender. So this is actually true, happened to me. So when I got started, I was just like every other artist starting in Blender, and I keep learning new things every day, and I moved from here to here. So as you can see, that's a big difference in my old or maybe first art in the art that I created a few days ago. And you can actually make a lot of money just by selling your environment arts. If you guys want to learn how to make money with Blender, comment down below and I will create that video for you guys. And you can comment any of the question if you want, and I will reply, and I will reply all of you guys and help you guys learning Blender. If you guys learned something from this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. So that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next video.